Crook will go to the line after the foul by Jake Jaderston.
This has been a game of wild swings. The Bulldogs were up 6 early, then got down 7, and now they have a chance to go back up.
Crook hits his first one. That ties the game up at 20. Some other scores from around the KCAC. Perkins Family Restaurant and Bakery scoreboard update. We'll bring you that in just a moment as Crook sets, delivers, and gives the Bulldogs a 21-20 lead. And that is 10 points on the night for Chris Crook. As Oyatoya goes into the lane, gets around Ryan O'Hara, and gets the bucket. The Bulldog bench kind of wanted a little bit of a walk there for Oyatoya.
The Euro step is, I believe, what they call that.
O'Hara with the ball, touch pass to Ramon Martinez for 3. Count it.
Great
for
ball.
Martinez.
Great ball movement that time. Chris Lowe has really given the Bulldogs a spark since he came into the game with his defense and passing.
It's Spear with the ball right now for the Warriors. Gets it up top to Jaderston. Jaderston now into Spear, trying to get it inside to Starks. Can't do so. Instead, they get it in the corner to Gardner, who just buried a 3 in the corner.
Rolando Gardner has had some really big games against the Bulldogs in the past. He had one game, I believe he had 8 threes.
25-24 is our score as Crook has the ball in the corner, gets it to Raleigh. Raleigh with a jumper outside the lane. It's good.
Good to see Grant knock some shots down. He's really he struggled here in recent games from the field, but had nice rotation on that, and they leave Gardner alone. He hit another one. Can't leave him alone.
Laser-guided 3 for Rolando Gardner. And now Ramon Martinez trying to answer. His was no good. Gardner pulls down the rebound. And Gardner dishes it off to Jaderson, back up top to Spear. Spear in the lane, can't make it go. Gets it out to Oyatayo. He's going to go to the baseline, loses control of it. Nice move by Ramon Martinez to knock the ball away.
Bulldogs do not want to get in a running game with Sterling. They do not have quite the athleticism of Sterling. Bulldogs would rather have it a half-court game.
Raleigh with the ball up top, tries to go in the paint and gets fouled, held a little bit as he tried to go inside. And the foul goes against
Reed Rowell coming back in for O'Hara. Remember, O'Hara's got 2 fouls. We see Bakura come back in, Lakin come back in. Bulldogs hanging tough with this Warrior team that is currently in 4th place in the KCAC. And, when the Bulldogs were having their national tournament 4 years in a row, it seemed like Sterling was the team that they always had to play in the finals or semis to get there.
Lakin to inbound the basketball, floats it into Reed. Rowell gets it back out to Lakin. Again, Crunk, Lakin, Rowell, Bakura, and Martinez on the floor right now for McPherson. We've got Williams as well as Ray. Giddens out there as well as Spear and Gardner for the Warriors. Bakura gets a screen from Rowell, pulls the trigger on a 3, no good. Lakin saves the possession and resets the shot clock.
Sterling just begging Lakin to shoot. They're not even really guarding him.
Chris Crook goes to the basket and puts up a wild shot, can't make it fall. It's rebounded by Lakin. Lakin out to Bakura for 3.
Boy, that was a great series, though, by Kyle Lakin. Kyle Lakin came up with a couple offensive rebounds there, kicked that last one out to Bakura, who didn't force that one. He got his feet set, knocked it down. Good offense by the Bulldogs.
Williams with the ball, kicks it across the court to Spear. Now over in the corner to Gardner. Gardner has buried another shot. Well, that was only a 2, though, for Rolando Gardner.
I don't know who's supposed to be guarding Gardner, but he has been wide open, and now Crook turns the ball over.
Williams into the front court for the Warriors. He's on the near sideline, right in front of the Bulldog bench, guarded closely by Martinez. But gets it around Martinez and off to Gardner. Gardner tries to go into paint, instead goes in the corner to Spear. Spear for 3, no good, and it's rebounded by Ray. His follow-up attempt, no good. Rowell comes down with the rebound. Lakin with the ball into the front court. Dumps it off to Martinez. Martinez into paint. Gets around Ray. Can't make the basket fall. Pulled down by Williams for Sterling. He feeds it ahead to Gibbons. Gibbons for 3. No good. In and out of the roof.
Slow it down. Bulldogs got to slow it down. They can't run with Sterling. They've got to be Crook and again, they've gotten all sped up. They got to be in a half-court game. There's no way they can run with this Sterling team.
Well, the ball just completely whiffed, and we're going to see Grant Raleigh come into the ball game in place of Crook.
And they need to get matched up. Somebody's got to know where Rolando Gardner is on the floor. He has scored the last 8 for Sterling.
He came into the game averaging 8.4 points per game. He was 15 of 53 from three-point. That's a 28% average coming into tonight's game.
Well,
so he's definitely played up tonight.
He lights up when he sees the Bulldogs. I don't know what it is, but he's had some just phenomenal games against Mac in the past. Fortunately, he's out of the game right now.
Dummert with the ball, beats it in the corner to Williams. Williams straight in and out, and it's pulled down by McPherson. Rowell knocks it into the hands of Martinez. He launches it across the court to Bakura. Bakura back up top to Martinez.
I'd like to see him get Reed Rowell down on the block and just let him go to work. He's got such a great touch.
Raleigh with the ball up top to Martinez. Now over on the near side to Lakin. Lakin back over to Martinez. Martinez with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Puts up the shot, can't make it fall, gets his own rebound, forces his way to the bucket. And again, he's going to put up a shot. This is going to go off the bottom of the backboard. And Givens comes up with it. He's going to go coast to coast. But he just got thunder blocked by Reed Rowell.
Yeah, Martinez once out of the game. He's gassed. And Lewis Parker III coming in. Ramon Martinez has missed a couple just point-blank layups. And I think mainly it's because he's gassed.
The Warriors holding on to a 30-29 lead over McPherson College. It's 4:09 to play here in the first half. As Jaderson inbounds it to Givens. Givens thinks about a three. Bakura right there in his face. Instead, they get it over in the corner to Jaderson. Jaderson backs it out to Williams. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Williams goes into paint, puts up the shot over Lewis Parker III, and that's going to draw the foul.
Well, the problem is Lewis Parker III is not tall enough to guard Maurice Williams. Lewis has given away about 4 inches, and Williams also is tremendously athletic, and he was just able to go right up over Lewis Parker III, and all Lewis could do, if he's going to foul him, he needs to foul him, not let him make the shot.
That is Lewis's second, as the and one is good for Williams.
Bulldogs again, here we go again, another one of those scoring droughts. Right when they got the game close, Sterling now has scored the last 5, and Bulldogs just keep having these droughts that cost them ball games.
Lakin with the ball in between the circles, gets it over to Raleigh. Raleigh in the paint, backs it out to Lakin. Lakin resets the offense. He's got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Fakes out Williams, gets it to Rowell. Rowell travels with it as Lakin's pass was a little bit too far to the outside.
Well, the problem is Sterling is really not guarding Lakin. I mean, because he doesn't shoot the ball, and, he does a lot of the other things real well, but when you don't shoot the ball, they're not going to guard you, and that allows them to slough off. Lakin on the year, I was just trying to find my stats. He's not taking very many field goal attempts.
33-29 is the score. Sterling leads McPherson as Dummert takes it into the front court. He's double-teamed by Raleigh and Crook. Nearly loses control of it. Does manage to get it off to Williams. Williams in between the circles. Dumps it off to Jaderson. Jaderson pulls the trigger on a three and count it.
And again, just when the Bulldogs get close, they let Sterling shoot some threes. The three-pointer has been the difference in the ball game tonight. Sterling knocking them down.
Jaderson 7 of 31 now on the season from the three-point range. As Raleigh has the ball, trying to get it inside to Parker, and Parker wasn't paying attention. Ball just rebounded off of his arm, and it's now Dummert going coast to coast. Puts up the jump shot outside the lane, no good. Raleigh comes down with the rebound.
And again, Rowell looks like he's getting a little tired. He's been off for so long. He takes the shot, though. He looks, tired legs. He's just not quite in condition yet.
Doesn't have a sea legs.
Exactly.
Jaderson in the corner for three, no good. Rowell almost comes down with the rebound. Smith just knocks the ball into the stands.
Bulldogs gone over 4 minutes. This is the second time they've had a stretch of over 4 minutes without scoring. Chris Crook's going to have to take control. He seems to be the one guy that can, he scored 10 of the 29. But it's just so hard for this basketball team to score points.
36-29 is our score as Raleigh gets the inbound. It's 2:15 to play here in the first half. He feeds it ahead to Rowell. And we get a violation away from the basketball. Had a player in front of me, couldn't see what that was an illegal block.
Lewis Parker the third, and that's his third foul, and kind of a tough night for Lewis.
Lewis is going to come off the floor at the moment, and Ramon Martinez checking back in. Also see Aaron Bakura checking in for the Bulldogs as well.
Bulldogs have been stuck on 29 for a long time.
Gardner inbounds it, gets it to Ray, and Ray with a jumper just outside the lane, and count that basket for the Warriors, and they're up 9.
8 straight for the Warriors, by the way. Bulldogs have made a nice comeback, but again, it just seems like Sterling they get such easy shots, and Bulldogs have to work so hard for everything they get.
Rowell over to Crook for 3. Yes!
Boy, they needed that. Chris Crook, he has been the money man all year. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get a little bit of a run here before the half. Cut into this margin going into the break.
13 points on the night for Chris Crook. As Ray feeds it over in the corner to Williams. Williams on the near baseline, dumps it off to Ray. Ray finishes at the basket.
Boy, Bulldogs not playing very good defense right now. Sterling has scored. There's a bad pass by Crook, and Williams will dunk it.
Yeah, Williams just went coast to coast on that steal. It's an athletic move, and now the Warriors are up 10, 42-32 with 1:03 to play here in the first half.
And you said it, athlete. The Bulldogs are getting out-athleted. They just don't have the talent level that Sterling does, and they have to count on execution, and right now they're just not executing. And defensively, they have just really fallen asleep. Good move by Ramon. That'll get cut into the lead a little bit. Maybe get an and one here.
Martinez drives into the basket, count the basket, and the foul goes against Josiah Ray, and that's his first. So Martinez to go to the line for the and one as we see Chris Lowe check into the ball game for Grant Raleigh.
Bulldogs have given up 14 points in the last 5 minutes, Chris. That is way too many, and a lot of them have been very easy. I mean, layups and drives to the basket.
Martinez hits the and one. On the season, he's been shooting 64% from the foul line. As Jaderson takes a 3 in the corner, it's no good. Crook comes up with the rebound. He feeds it ahead to Bakura, and Bakura couldn't get the layup off.
Bakura got knocked into the wall. And
head coach Schwartz,
he's got every right to be upset.
Yeah.
Aaron Bakura got thrown into the wall, no call, absolutely missed. Unbelievable. How can you miss that? That is incredible.
We're lucky that Bakura was able to get up and was not injured because he hit hard.
Yeah, and that would have, Aaron could have got 2 free throws. That's just terrible officiating right there. I'm sorry. That's
Tim Schwarzenegger, we're still giving the officials the business right now.
And they're letting him vent because they know they missed that call. That was terribly missed.
15 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and there's a makeup call.
No, that's on the Bulldogs.
That is on the Bulldogs. Wow, that's against Ramon Martinez. That'll send Gibbons to the line.
And again, Gibbons actually he was only 1 or 2 his first time, and they're letting Coach Schwarzenegger vent. They know they missed that call. I mean, that was just ridiculous.
Gibbons hits that first one. He's got one more, and the Warriors are up 43-35.
Just thank goodness Aaron Bakura didn't get hurt. I mean, that was almost a tackle.
And the second one from Gibbons is good. 44-35 as Crook gets the inbound, and he gets double-teamed by Gardner and Ray. And it's up ahead to Martinez. Martinez with a floater in the lane at the buzzer. Nice move by Ramon Martinez to get the Bulldogs.